Hello, my darlings, and I'm going to talk to you today about why jealousy can actually be a really fabulous emotion. So, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do subscribe. We release different episodes of the Uncomplicated show several times a week. So, jealousy. The thing is that we grew up thinking jealousy is the worst emotion on the planet. Like, if we're a jealous person, we're a bad person, and we should be ashamed of ourselves and everything else. But jealousy can actually tell you some really, really good information. Now, when I say jealousy is a good emotion, what I don't want you to go up and tell people you're jealous of them or act on jealousy, but it's more to do with the fact that if you can understand, jealousy is simply a way that your heart tells your brain that that is actually something that you want, that that is actually something that's really important to you. If you can understand, it's just a signal, it's a message, it's a piece of feedback, then it becomes a thing of absolute beauty. Why? First and foremost, if you weren't jealous, it means you don't care. So quite often when we get to a certain age, we forget what we actually want. Women are fabulous at giving away all their love and attention and free time, and they stop doing their hobbies, and they stop thinking about whose woman they want to be, because they're focused on kids and partners and careers and pets and parents and home and everything else. Now, when jealousy comes along, what it can tell you is, hey, actually, that's something that you want. And that's good information. As I said, if you just take it as feedback, you just take it as information that your heart is telling your brain, it's really useful. Now, so first of all, if you've lost yourself, if you're feeling a bit less than, if you've forgotten who actually you want to be, if you've forgotten what makes you happy, what brings you joy, and you see someone, let's say on social media, um, example from my life is out horse riding, and you realize that as a child you absolutely loved horse riding, and you've forgotten that you used to do that. You've forgotten that animals are important in your life, or you've forgotten that that gave you a sense of freedom, and you get jealous when you see somebody else. That's great information right there, because it's like, hey sweetheart, that's actually something that you want. Brilliant. Okay, so that can actually say to you, this is actually what you want more of in your life. This is actually what your heart cares about, and that's really, really good information. The second type of jealousy that's absolutely beautiful. Let's say, for example, that you are a successful woman. You've done well in your career, things are going well for you. Maybe you've achieved your home goal, maybe you've achieved your relationship goal, maybe you've achieved your career goal, and suddenly you're like, and what comes next? What comes next for me? Like, what's next in my life? Okay. Jealousy, again, is really important, because let's say, for example, you have your own business and it's going very, very well. And then you see somebody else who's done something spectacular. Maybe they've written a book. Maybe they've got their own TV show. Maybe that they've been asked to appear on some, like Oprah Winfrey or Ellen DeGeneres or Loose Women, or do you know what I mean? Like, and you go, ooh, and it actually twinges. It actually sends a message from your heart first. It's not a head thing. It sends a message from your heart first to say, ow, that kind of hurts. All right. That doesn't make you a bad human. That doesn't make you a nasty woman. What that's telling you again is, hey, there's still something out there that you can aim for. There's still something out there that's going to motivate you. Because when you get to a certain place in your life, maybe you just feel like, yeah, I'm not really that bothered anymore. Like, there's nothing really that is going to excite me. There's nothing that really that's going to spur me on. And that's good information again. All right. So that tells you, hey, listen, there's still something out there, because goals and dreams and ambition, they're all fire. They really spur us on. I'm not a big believer in waiting to feel like motivated to do stuff, because I think that the motivation fairy is a little bit, she's not very realistic, is she? She doesn't show up when you need her. But if you can put fire in your belly, if you can actually get excited by something again, if you can feel alive, if you can feel inspired, if you can just have a good kick, to your system, then you can go on to the next level, and you can still look forward to stuff, and you can still get exactly that, excited by stuff. So next time you're thinking, oh, I'm a bad human because I feel jealous, don't, genuinely don't, actually think, what is this jealousy trying to tell me? What is this feeling that I have? What is it about that woman? And sometimes it's a person. Sometimes you can feel really, really jealous of another woman, for example. Okay. And then we beat ourselves up and think, I shouldn't feel jealous of her. That makes me a bad human. I wish her well. Here's the thing. You can still wish another woman well and feel jealous of something, but you have to identify what is that something. And again, it's just feedback. It's not that you're a bad human. What is that something about her, or about her life, or about her situation, or about her business, or about her career, that is making me feel like that? And again, that is then something that your heart is telling you, because your heart doesn't lie. We need to listen, as women, we need to listen to our guts a little bit more. Okay. But that's telling you, that's a message directly from your heart saying, that's important to me. So maybe you look at a woman, and she's in really good health, maybe she looks good for her age, maybe you feel like, I want to look like her, I want to feel like she looks. Okay, but that's within your capabilities, because then it's about reprioritizing different aspects of your life in order to improve your health and your vitality. You can do that. That's within your reach. Okay, maybe you look at her, maybe there's a woman that lives in the middle of the countryside, and she's waking up in the morning and feeding the chicken, or she's waking up and horse riding, or she's waking up and just sitting meditating on a beautiful empty space, and you go, oh, if only. Okay, sweetheart, that's telling you, maybe maybe you're done with the city life. All right, so listen, pay attention. It's not making you a bad human. What it's telling, your heart is telling you, there is something about her, there is something about that, there is something about the situation, there is something about her life that matters to me, that I want. And that just is actually, because quite often when we get to a certain age, we don't know what we want, we don't know who we want to be, we don't know what's important to us anymore. Because when we're little, right, if you're a 5-year-old little girl and somebody goes, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you go, I want to be a princess, I want to be a police officer, I want to be a ballerina, whatever it is you want to be. If you ask a 4 or 5-year-old what they want to be when they grow up, they can tell you. You ask a 45-year-old woman who's the woman you want to be, and they're like, because we stop dreaming, and we stop wishing, and we stop we kind of lose the audacity of dreaming. Somehow we feel like, well, this is just our lot, we shouldn't want more. Why not? Why shouldn't you want more? Or what makes it that you get to a certain age and that's it, you're done? I completely reinvented my life at 42. True story. Never been happier. And so no matter what age you are, you still have the right to want more. It's not greed, it's excitement, and that's okay. Even if your life is absolutely spectacular now, and it's the best life you could ever have imagined, why does that mean that you don't get to show up as something bigger in life? There's nothing written that says that. So pay attention to jealousy, because it's your heart speaking. It can tell you beautiful emotions. It can tell you exactly what it is that you truly want. All right, my darlings, hope that helps. Don't forget, if you could subscribe to this channel, I would be so appreciative. And if you want to share any videos with friends, that would be awesome too. Thank you so much. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.